Hello, it's your boy Barnes the Gamer here, and today I'm bringing you another Call of Duty gameplay. And today I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks that you can do in Call of Duty to get better at the game. First off, I'm going to show you what I have in my controller right here. And so you see this is a control freak. These are the signature CQCs, and you only need one to put on your aiming stick. So it's easier to play with. I like those ones, and then I got these the other day when I was at UMG. It's these are the vortexes, and so one's smaller and like indented in, as you can see, then the other one's out longer and has like a different edge. So those are good. I'd recommend the signature CQCs because I like them better. They don't get your joysticks too high off because they're shorter. But also, the next thing is keep your sensitivity somewhat low. I would say in the 3 to 5 range if you want to stay in that area. I play at 3 right now, but like you can move up or down wherever. But I wouldn't go anywhere below 3 because then it's hard to turn and aim at anybody. And like even at 3, you really can't turn on people unless you double jump and turn around on them. So the next thing is you gotta play more or practice more at least if you want to get better at your game. So I would just go in and like if you go in and play more games against other people, go to the firing range when you're not playing and like go and shoot at the targets to get your aim better so you can get better at the game. Then that's a big thing too. If your accuracy is garbage, then you'll probably play like garbage. So practice getting your accuracy up, get those shots on point, and you should be getting better at the game. So also some other tips to get better at the game is a good headset or something, because in most Call of Duties you can hear footsteps. So I have these Astro A40s with the MLG tags, but these things you can hear people's footsteps while they're playing. So it's kind of like cheap in that aspect that you can have an advantage over other people with the headset. But I mean, if you can hear them, that means extra kills, higher KD, and then you're just going to play better overall. So with the Astros, you get your mix amp and everything that's over here. I'll pull it up real fast. So you got your mix amp, and so you can turn the dials and have surround sound from the game. And so it's really easy to hear people and yeah, just beat them down. Some other tips and stuff that you can do is like based off what you want to do with a monitor, or if you want to play on the TV. So on a monitor you have a millisecond response time, the same as on TVs, but monitors are usually better to play on because they have a lower response time. So usually your TV would be like 5 to 10 or even higher for some older TVs. But you can get monitors that are a lot lower. Like my monitor I got is an Asus VH236H monitor. I'll pull it over here real quick to show you guys. Asus. So this thing, it cost me like 150 bucks, but it's worth it because you have 2 millisecond response time. So that's how fast like your input goes in and like actually makes a move or shoots your gun on the screen. So it's totally worth it if you want to play a lot. Then I'd recommend getting a monitor. So other tips and tricks would be to play with better people or play against better people, even if you get beat down. Because if you play against better people, then you're going to start getting better, and then at some point you might even be better than them. So that's another reason why you should keep on playing like that. Also, play the objective game modes if you want to get a higher KD, because people will go on the objective and you can kill them off the objective if you want to get a higher KD. Like I would say play like domination, hardpoint, or something where like people are going to run to a point and you can just stay off the point and kill them, or play on the point and just stay on there and kill them. Because like in TDM and that, you'll play worse players, which is another reason why some of the game modes are better. But in TDM, the objective is just to kill the other team. So really, if you get in a gunfight and you're getting shot in the back, you're probably going to lose every time because there's no objective. You really just have to run around and look and see where they're at. And that leads to another thing: figure out the spawns in every game mode. So like if you look at your mini map and you see your team in one area and then there's nobody in this other area of the mini map, then that's a pretty good like the thing that the other team is going to be spawning in that area. So make sure you know where the spawns are, or have a general idea where people spawn in the map, so then you can switch directions, go that way, and head towards where the enemy team is going to be, so you can get more kills, higher KD, and just get better at the game overall. Because that's like map awareness, and it's a good thing to do. I mean, it's the same thing for every Call of Duty. You just got to learn like how it works. So like if your team's over in one area and a couple people over in the other area, and they're gonna maybe spawn in that corner or whatever. So that's another reason why you should figure out how the map works and where the spawns usually are, because you'll find it pretty quick. And so some other things are, some maps are not as good as others. So if you like certain maps, try to play those maps more than the other maps. So like say like you don't like in Advanced Warfare, my worst and most hated map is Green Band, and I can't stand that map. Like if you know you're gonna do garbage on it because you can't play on it, then just don't play on it. Leave the lobby, go find something else and go play on it, because it's not worth taking a loss or getting a bad game just because you're playing on a map that you don't like. So that's another reason, that's another thing you should watch out for. I mean, I'd recommend being good at all maps, but if there's maps that you don't do as good in, no matter what you do, then just don't try and play it. So other things are buying DLCs and stuff can affect like who you play against too. So like kids that aren't as good probably won't buy the DLCs because they won't play as much. They might not have the money, so less DLCs might mean less like competitive hardcore players, and you might be playing like trashier kids. I mean, I wouldn't recommend just saying like doing that just to play worse kids, but you can do that if you want. But I don't buy DLCs because there's no point in doing it. I mean, you're spending money and more money for no reason, and then people will buy the advanced supply drops and they'll just be way too much. I mean, if I had the money to blow, I would. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video on tips and tricks to get better at Call of Duty. Keep your sensitivity low. Make sure your screen settings are like fixed right, like your brightness and that. Play with a monitor if possible, with a low millisecond response time. Get a headset so you can hear people's footsteps. Play with like control freaks if you want to. They help your aim and you get better at the game real fast, because my first game was Black Ops 1. I didn't know what I was doing, and then the next game was Modern Warfare 3, and I became way better at that game when I got control freaks on my controller at that time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys later.